How to get respect from others and stop being a people pleaser. Do you wish that you could do what you want to without feeling guilty that you are not putting others first? Do you dream of being able to confidently say no when others ask things of you that you don't feel good about doing? Do you wish you could get respect from others? We all desire to be respected. However, many of us go about gaining respect in the wrong way. Many people try to get respect from others by earning it through giving. We are taught that it is better to give than to receive. We are taught that it is wrong to be selfish. We are taught it is right to put the needs of others before our own. Where did these messages come from? What do these beliefs achieve? Who do they serve? Historically, most of these beliefs come from people in power who wanted to control others. I lived most of my life according to these beliefs. I endeavoured to constantly put others first before myself, to always serve and to give in every way I could. The result? I felt unloved, unfulfilled, unhappy, empty, exhausted, and that I wasn't shown much, if any, respect. For me, behaving in this way did not create connected, satisfying relationships with others. Being nice didn't make other people respect me. They largely took me for granted because generally I was the one to compromise and give in to keep everyone else happy. I would constantly sacrifice my own wants and needs to other people, which sent the unconscious message that my wants and needs did not matter. So how do we get respect from others? People will not respect you if you do not respect yourself. If you want to get respect from others, you must give it to yourself first. This doesn't mean that you can never be helpful and giving to others. It means that you take care of yourself first before you do. It means that you meet your own needs first and establish strong personal boundaries to ensure you continue to meet your own needs in order to give to others from an empowered sense of self. People respect people who treat themselves with respect. The only way you can earn respect from others is by respecting yourself first. How to stop being a people pleaser. People pleasing is a learned behaviour. It is a habitual way of behaving that develops because we feel that we get some form of reward from it. It serves us in some way. That reward may be other people saying that you are a good or helpful person, or that you avoid conflict with others, or you may enjoy feeling like the go-to person that people can rely on. Or you may feel a sense of satisfaction in creating situations where others feel comfortable. Pleasing other people in itself is not a problem. However, it becomes a problem when other people begin to expect that you will always be available and willing to help them or serve them in creating what they want. It also becomes a problem when you don't feel good about it. When you feel frustrated, resentful, stressed, exhausted, or disrespected by what you are doing to please others, then it is a sign that you need to make changes. When you feel like you need to help everyone, including people you barely know, or if you feel fearful that other people won't like you or have any need for you in their lives if you do not continue to help and give to them, then it is time to step back and show yourself some love. Becoming aware that your people-pleasing behaviour is a problem is the first step. Moving forward from there to change your behaviour can bring up a lot of fear and anxiety. The biggest fear of people pleasers is usually the fear that other people won't like them. So how do we stop our people-pleasing behaviour? How do we change that? Number 1, let go of the fear of what others think of you. The reality of life is that not everyone will like you, and that's okay. Even if you try to please everybody, there will still be people who don't like you. Understand that if someone doesn't like you, that is about them, not you. That is to do with their preferences, experience, personality, and beliefs, not who you are. If people feel disappointed when you say no to them, that is their choice of response. You have not made them feel disappointed. They have chosen to feel disappointed or annoyed. How other people choose to respond to situations in their life is their responsibility, not yours. You are only responsible for your own feelings. You may find this declaration affirmation helpful to repeat. I choose to no longer live my life in fear of the disapproval of others. So how do you get comfortable with other people not liking you? You take the focus off them and put it on you. You stop looking to other people for approval and start giving it to yourself. You stop looking to other people to fill your needs and start filling them yourself. You stop thinking that other people can make you feel loved and realize that you will only truly feel loved when you love yourself. Number 2, learn to listen to your physical needs. Sometimes the easiest way to start listening to your needs is to acknowledge and act on the needs of your body. Do you hold off on going to the toilet when you feel the urge to urinate? Do you carry on working on something when you are hungry instead of stopping to get something to eat? Do you stay up browsing social media on your phone when your body is tired and needing sleep? Respond to the needs of your physical body in a loving way. Ask yourself, what would I do if I truly loved myself? When you have learned to listen to and respond to your physical needs, you may find it easier to begin listening to and responding to your emotional needs. The two are often connected as well. For example, meeting your body's physical need for rest and nourishment often also fulfills your emotional need for care and support. Number 3, learn to love yourself. Most of us are not taught by our parents or school teachers or society how to love ourselves. We may be taught to feel pride in our achievements, but that is a different thing to loving yourself. To learn to love ourselves, we must begin by accepting ourselves as we are now and let go of the belief that we need to be better or somehow more before we can be lovable. One of the best practices I have found for learning to love yourself is to become aware of what you are feeling, feel it fully, and love yourself for whatever you are feeling. I explain a version of this practice called Trigger Body Love in my book, 10 Steps to Happiness. Number 4, get clear about your priorities. When you have made a clear decision about what is most important to you, it gives you a clear guide for making decisions about what to do with your time and energy. It gives you a foundation from which you can then choose how to respond to the spoken and perceived demands and needs of others. When you are unclear about what you want and what is important to you, then you are more likely to simply agree with whatever others ask of you. Take some time to write down your answers to the following questions. 1. What do you value? 2. What qualities do you admire in yourself? 3. What is most important to you in your life right now? 4. What does your body need most right now? 5. What are your top 3 emotional needs? Once you have done this, ask yourself, How can I make choices in my life to support the values, priorities, and needs I have identified as important to me? Number 5, identify your non-negotiables. Once you have been through the process in number 4 above, look at your list and identify 5 non-negotiables. Non-negotiables are promises you make to respect yourself. They are actions based on your personal values and priorities, which define what you will and won't accept from others and what you will and won't accept from yourself. Some examples of non-negotiables could be scheduling a period of exercise at the same time every day, having a regular bedtime of around 10:30 p.m, picking your children up from school yourself, having one meat-free day a week, sitting around the table as a family to eat dinner every weeknight, having a social media free day each week, meditating from 6 till 6:30 a.m. each day, not working past 7 p.m. in the evening, or meeting regularly with a coach or support person. Once you are clear on your non-negotiables, you can communicate them in your interactions with others. Most people respect people who are clear about what is important to them. However, sometimes people who do not respect themselves have difficulty respecting others. If there is someone in your life who cannot accept or who challenges your non-negotiables, it may be best to let that person go from your life if you can. Or if you can't, keep your focus on those people who do show you respect. You are the creator of your life. You set the example. You decide, consciously or unconsciously, how your life will be. How you treat yourself is how other people will treat you. To get respect from others, behave in a way that shows that meeting your wants and needs is important. You can't make other people respect you, but you can set a non-negotiable standard in your life that you will be treated with respect.